News Channel 7. Northwest News and weather 24 hours a day. Now, the Northwest Weekend News.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sabrina Register. It is 46 minutes past the top of the hour. Here's the top stories. This morning, we're learning about an Oregon Marine who died this weekend in Iraq. Lance Corporal Tyler Troyer was from Tangent, Oregon, just east of Corvallis. His mother told an Albany newspaper that her son died in an early morning ambush near Fallujah this weekend. Troyer was 21 years old. Smoking in bed is the cause of a fire that tore through a high-rise apartment building in Seattle. That's the latest word this morning from investigators who say a cigarette ignited bedding in a second-floor unit. Crews rescued 3 women from inside the building in the Queen Anne neighborhood yesterday. Fire alarms are credited with getting other tenants out quickly. It appears Spokane residents are quick to oppose the city's embattled mayor. A new poll of 1,100 likely Spokane voters shows the majority of them would vote to recall Spokane Mayor Jim West. The survey shows they favor the recall by nearly a 2-to-1 margin. Election workers will begin counting votes in the all-mail-in election on December 6th. She's a pint-sized girl making a huge impact on children across the nation. Northwest Cable News' Greg Copeland introduces us to an author unlike any other.
330,000 words and counting. She's a young writer who definitely lets her fingers do the talking. From ancient Egypt to the Renaissance, she's putting her imagination to good use. This is her first book titled Flying Fingers. We have 8-year-old Adora Svitak joining us now in studio to talk about the brand new book. Thanks for coming in today. You spend a lot of time at the keyboard. What's it like?
I just like putting my stories on the paper, so it's really fun for me.
You're getting a lot of praise, not for just the amount of words you type. This is a 250-page book, but you're getting a lot of praise for the words you use and how you write. Tell me about your writing style.
I like to use a variety of writing, but mostly I just do fantasy and historical fiction because those are my 2 favorites.
Those are your 2 favorites. They're very conversational pieces, a lot of characters in there talking. Where do you come up with the storylines?
I usually, when I just begin the story, they usually come to me really easily. It sort of just follows the rest of the story.
Now, having the story is one thing. Being able to write it or type it is another. You're 8 years old and you type, did you say, tell me 70 words a minute?
Yeah, about.
And you start 70 words a minute, 70 words a minute. And you started just 2 years ago when you were 6. How was that getting acquainted with the keyboard?
My mom just bought me a laptop, so I liked to do the keyboard. It's just really fun. What's
a day in the life of Adora? You get up in the morning, do you go to school, do you come home? How much time do you spend on the keyboard?
Well, I'm homeschooled, so we really have school in the afternoon. So I just spend most of the morning writing stories, and then usually I just play a little bit with my sister, read a bit, maybe draw, and then in the afternoon we have class.
What advice do you have for, I guess, other aspiring young writers, other people your age who maybe have not found a way to write their first book at 8 years old?
I would tell them just to be creative as they can, not to worry about making mistakes, just letting their ideas get onto paper.
Are you going to be starting your next book anytime soon? When can we expect the next 330,000 words?
Maybe. I'm trying to begin it right now, but I think it might come out by maybe next year, maybe somewhere in April or March or so.
Well, we'll keep an eye on it. 8-year-old Adora Svitak, it's a pleasure to have you in. Good luck with everything. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for inviting me.
If you'd like to meet Adora, and she's pretty adorable, isn't she? She'll be in the Seattle area today. Lake Forest Park, to be specific. Just head to Third Place Books at the Lake Forest Park Town Center at 3:30 to go see her.
Good morning, I'm Chris Egan. Coming up in sports, Washington State Cougars finally getting a chance to make a comeback of their own. We'll have highlights from the Apple Cup.